Must. Well, hello everybody. I guess we lost him. Well, hopefully you come back in. How's it going, everybody? We got let's see who we got up in here. We got Jersey Ron, Bearded Vato, Brian Hershey, Rob, Shaky. Welcome everybody. We got a few more. Oh, he's back. There you are.
Here I am.
All right. Am I frozen to you? You hear me?
What's up, guys?
All right. All right, everybody. So, obviously, today we're going to be talking to That Metal Guy 1983, known as Steven.
How's it going?
So we got Jersey Ron and Bearded Vato, Brian Hershey.
What's up, guys?
Shaky, Rob,
Susanna.
Susanna. Hey, Susanna. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully, has a few more people jumping in here in a minute. So
they're all here for you, man.
No. They're here for you because I'm the one here. I'm the one talking to you. Well, let's get to know a little bit about That Metal Guy. So, you want let us know about where you're from and maybe a little bit about your background. You can always share as much or as little as you want to. So.
Well, I mean, I could talk about myself for days. I think that's human nature. But I'm from Washington State. Been here 99.9% of my life, with the exception of lived in Utah and California for a little bit as a kid when my parents were going through marital stuff. I mean, I'm an open book as long as it's not malicious, your question. So if you guys have a question, feel free to ask, and I'll answer it. So,
all right, yeah. So if y'all have any questions, just put them in the comment and we'll get those answered too.
Reason. I mean, I'm pretty open book. If it has nothing to do with my wife and daughter, I'm fine to go with that. So
that's cool. And Joshua just joined. Hey, Joshua. So is there any kind of hobbies you like to do?
Well, you guys see it.
Besides the beard reviews.
Well, I mean, of course I play video games. Me and my wife, our latest pastime since COVID started has been playing Call of Duty on multiplayer and having fun doing that. So outside of that, we like to we're collectors of different things. Like I have a tomato collection in the house. We collect glass pumpkins. But yeah, I mean, just nothing weird, nothing out of the ordinary.
Right. Susanna says both our beards on screen are looking great. So thanks, Susanna.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
What is the other question? Vato asked if I was going to grow the mustache back. For the time being, no. The wife likes it gone. She says it makes me look younger, and also it's good for kissing too. So
And what you sipping on? Shaky wants to know.
I am sipping on a Sexton Irish whiskey. This is their single malt that is a limited release with notes of honey, spices, and stuff like that. It's pretty nice.
And Roche is joining. Hey, Nate, how you doing?
What up?
And, Shaky also knows what system. I guess he's talking about the video games you're talking about.
Xbox is my main system. I have a PlayStation, but it's basically never used.
Hey, McMahon, glad you joined.
What's up?
All right, so if you were able to work in any field that you wanted to, what would that be?
Well, my dream gig and the eventual goal is to open my own brewery. Already got business plans worked out, got somebody who's interested in investing, so it won't be a short-term thing, but the eventual thing is to open up my own craft beer brewery and to do that. That would be the dream, to leave sales and the doing that as a call center type thing and go into that full time.
Right. So Shaky says, add him on Xbox, Shaky777.
Okay, dude. Will do. DM me that afterwards. I would love to play, man.
And hey, Daniel. Thanks for coming on, Daniel. So how long have you measured your beard lately? If so, how long is it?
Last time I measured it was 16 inches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's only about 9 so far. So you measure from the bottom of your chin, or the lip? I think, yeah.
The lip. Yeah. The competition rules, so to speak. So that's where they need to go to. But yeah, it's got some. It's out of frame right now.
Well, no, I don't think it'd ever be in a frame because it's just so long.
About to hit 2 years, November 1st.
Right. Oh, and also congratulations on hitting the 500 mark.
Thank you, man. Just still planning on a day where it makes sense, where no one's freaking doing some kind of big deal live stream, and I could do that and have everyone join in and try to win some beard products, you know?
All right. Well, that's the problem though these days. There's like so many live streams and so much going on. It's like you just got to do it and hope
I'm probably just gonna bite the bullet probably in a week or two, and just kind of get the ads out there, see if any other companies want to jump on. Got 18 giveaways so far, so that's just a thank you to you guys. I mean, I was doing the math the other day, and this time last year I had 137 subscribers, and now I'm at 516, which is cool for me, man. That's pretty awesome.
All right, that's pretty cool. So let's actually talk about your YouTube channel. So when did you start it? About how long ago?
Well, I started it several years ago and didn't do anything with it. Sorry about the sirens. We got shit going on apparently.
That's all good.
But I started taking it seriously last year. So for about a year, I've been doing it pretty regularly. And then once COVID started and staying home and not doing a whole lot started just cranking out the content. I've got, at this point, not that far away from 200 upload. So.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Quite a bit of content. Yeah, I mean, I'm not Patrick, Mr. Beardtastic. That guy cranks out content more than anyone I know, and he just hit 1K, wow. Which congratulations, Patrick, if you're around. But yeah, man, it's for me. My YouTube channel is not just a hobby; it's a passion. It's therapeutic, and it's cool to do beard products and beard review and whatever else I decide to do on there. But I'm sure you guys have seen. I want to spread a message of peace, love, and understanding, equality, and acceptance. I'm a big person on it. Doesn't matter who you love, what you look like, who you believe in. As long as you're a good person, you're good in my book, and I welcome you with open arms. So,
yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't care who you are. It's how you treat other people. It's one of the main things.
Don't be a piece of shit.
That's right. That's right. Amen to that. All right, so what started getting you into the beard reviews?
Well, just like a lot of guys, I started around No Shave November, and I was like, all right, well, we've already gotten in this far. Let's see where this goes. About a month and a half in, I found Dan C's channel when he was doing the Days of Beard Mist, and I won a giveaway. And yeah, I guess my wife then, she decided to order me some Royal Beardsman. Royal Beardsman was the first thing that ever went in my beard. And ever since then, it's been a happy addiction and passion, man. That's kind of what started it. I was like, well, I think I have something to offer with my own flavor and weirdness. So let's try to see what I can do.
Yeah, right. And Susan said, yeah, Pat has a new video pretty much every day. Has an insane hustle.
That's true. That guy is freaking grinding, which beer reviews are coming back soon. I am getting graced with some malty goodness. So keep your eyes out for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too big on, alcoholic drinks, but, I do drink a beer every now and then, but, I do enjoy, seeing that kind of content also, but,
I try to diversify, man. It's like some guys, they just want to stick to the one thing. I have fun doing kind of switching it up every now and then. I've got some fun ideas coming up about some things that I haven't tried yet, but I'm going to try. So I'm excited.
right. Joshua says, Steven, do you ever trim or are you letting it flow?
I have never once trimmed my length. I've only cut the burns and the stash. Everything else I have not touched in almost 2 years.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, I am blessed with the genetic of head hair for my face, pretty much. So it is super thick, but I don't get split ends or a lot of that. Like, I'll shed, but I don't get a lot of split ends or dead hairs, or crinkled hairs in here. It's, one of those things.
Right. Well, Daniel said you definitely grind out the content every other. It seems. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to, and I try to bring you guys, companies that you're interested in. Some will hit me up, and some I will directly ask for. I've bought from, and that's I don't. I'm not technically what you call a paid reviewer, but if a company wants to send me product and wants my spin on what I'm doing, then that's cool with me, and that's actually I take that as a compliment and an honor, man. Like if they're like, yeah, we want you to do this, then that means the world to me. So
I know that's definitely pretty cool. Of course, Bearded Vato says you don't experience any breakage at all? Question mark.
So when I'm brushing through, like I'll get some that shed, but yeah, man, not really. To be honest with you, like I said, and I'll get up close. You guys can take a look in there. I've never once trimmed length. I've never once any of that. I've trimmed the sideburns and the stashing. That is literally it. In 2 years, it'll be November 1st. So
Right, and back in November myself, that's when I stopped growing my beard. But it was probably about the here on me. And I trimmed up once. I probably trimmed up about an inch off of it. So I've only trimmed once since November myself. But also yours grows a little bit longer. I mean, a little bit quicker, I think. So
yeah, I'm a mutant, man.
I mean, it is pretty thick, but it just doesn't grow as fast as yours, obviously. But anyway, that's all cool. All right, so is there any company that you would like to try out that you have not tried yet?
That's a hard one. So I just saw one, and I'm not super familiar with them, but their packaging / oils look very high end, and that's Huxtable. They look pretty amazing. They have some scents out there that look pretty interesting. Man, that's a tough one. I have not tried the oil and whatnot from Detroit. I've heard they're pretty good. There's always a long list, and then my mind goes blank because whatever. But I've always wanted to try. I've tried a few from Luxurious. I want to try more from him. Nicholas Beardworks has quite a bit that I'd like to try from him. I mean, his ingredients. I don't know if you've looked at it, but are like there's like high end, and then he's like here.
Right. Yeah.
Like I saw, we were talking the other day, and he was infusing one of his oils with saffron. Man, I mean,
wow.
like.
Yeah, I got some of his oil and butter over here, but I just haven't used it yet. Matter of fact, several companies you mentioned, I have their product. I just haven't, taken the time to test them out yet.
But yeah, I mean, I've always, there's always companies I want to try. Whenever I see a new one and I see that scent, I go, wow, that sounds amazing.
Right.
Is that a question from Nate? What genres do you listen to other than metal? So funny you should ask that. That's going to be part of the next series on my channel that's coming up in the next month. Is I'm going to be doing a Metal Goes Folk segment. There's a couple folk Americana artists that I really like that have been around for, you know, like a little over 10 years, and I really enjoy their stuff. So I'm going to start reviewing their albums on my channel and going into that. I love the honesty and the authenticity of their music. And lyrics go a long way with me, and emotion when somebody sings a lyric goes a long way. So I have not tried JC Grooming. I have not. There's a lot of companies I haven't tried. There's a lot.
Well,
I've tried a lot, and there's a lot I need to try. I mean, there's hundreds of companies out there. It's insane, man. It seems like they just pop up everywhere. But
I know you could, you know, test one company out, you know, once a week, and it'll take you years and years to go through them all.
yeah, literal. Yeah, exactly.
Just you know, the question is, are they good or not? You know.
And that's the thing. It's all subjective. One thing that works for you is not going to work for somebody else, and one thing that's going to work for them is not going to work for you. And you know, it is kind of what it is, man.
Right. I mean, as reviewers, all we can do is what really speaks to us. You know. So.
Exactly. And I guess, you know, I'm a good testing ground. You know, being a ginger, having sensitive skin, and you know, I'm easily irritated, not mood wise. I mean that too, but just ask my family. Yeah, man. You know, if there's something out there that's probably gonna bother somebody's skin, it's probably gonna bother mine. Let's just put it that way.
And Maximus joined. Hey, Maximus, and hey, Tyson, Faithfully Bearded.
Oh, Tyson's in here. What's up, man? Hashtag I am faithfully bearded, buddy. Yeah, man.
Right.
I added that to my hashtags. I like where Tyson's going with things, and the stance he's taking and the trajectory he's on with what he's representing now is really damn awesome. So shout out to you, bro.
And actually, you know, Maximus is going to be on Tyson's live stream here in about 40 minutes. So.
Oh, snap a doodle doo. All right. Oh, yeah, the Sunday Heat. That's right. I got that little notification.
Yeah, so that
we're going to cut into that. You know, we're just going to make sure that no one shows up. No, they'll leave. They'll come see you. Your man bun surpasses this right here. So.
You know, I'll be like on my, you know, two different live streams at one time. I'll have one on my laptop, one on my phone. You know, it's like.
My brain don't do that, dude. Just
I know. It's definitely hard to keep up with. All right, so Don said, Metal Guy, that being said, how do you fare with strong lavender scents? Does it give you a headache at all?
So, funny you should ask that because some floral scents do really bother me. Lavender is one of those ones that I do not have an adverse reaction to. Rose, though, if it's prominent rose, instant headache, want to frickin' puke, like lightheadedness, dizziness, all that shit. Lavender, I like lavender. Fortunately for me, my wife loves lavender. Like the other day, I was rocking a Party Man from Tailored, which was lemon, lavender, and vanilla. And then at night, I used some of Lone Bear Beard's nighttime butter, which is lavender, bergamot, and black pepper. And yeah, so lavender doesn't bug me. It's those, I don't know, super like rose or florally scents like that. But hops has a floral smell to it, but in a kind of danky way. And I love that, but I cannot do rose. So if you have a prominent rose scent, don't bother even coming near me or send it to me because we're not doing it.
All right, Ross says ball of man bun.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I'm not follically challenged. I can grow a full head of hair. It was just like a style choice. I'm thinking about growing it back, maybe doing the mohawk again. We'll see what happens.
You know, I usually keep my hair short too, but I'm actually starting to, well, I can't really tell on camera, but I'm starting to grow it out some.
Dude, yeah, you've got a pretty good head of hair, man.
Well, it's weird. My head hair is actually very thin. Well, I have a lot of it, but it's very thin compared to my beard hair. It's thick and coarse. But I'm gonna grow it out. I'm gonna be like Tyson.
You should, dude. I think you'd look damn good with a man bun, or if you were to use the bandana and have it hang down. I think that'll look great.
Right. Go for a different look.
Hey, man, you got to switch it up. That's what keeps grooming interesting, right?
Right.
I mean, no one saw me going whaler,
Right. Citizen says interesting. I like lavender, but can very easily give me headaches. Been asking around, haven't found anyone else that on that wave. So yeah.
No, it is. It depends, man. It's all in the touch of hand by whoever's creating the scent. If you're too heavy-handed with it, it needs to be well mixed. I would not be able to do a pure lavender scent. Okay, but if it's well balanced, sure. Like I have a lady that we have the CBD rollers for headaches because I don't take like aspirin and all that shit. And it's got the essential oil in it, but it's mixed well enough to where I'm not getting a headache, and whatnot.
Right. And Shaky said just for me just to grow a top knot. Oh, and also anybody in the chat, if I actually missed a question or something, just kind of repost it for me. All right. So more about your beard channel. What do you like most about doing it? Is it the process, the filming, the editing? What about it you like the most?
So I actually really enjoy editing. I'm going to be getting even more engrossed in that in the next year. I've been doing everything from my phone because I've been kind of limited funds, etc., whatever. I'm not going to play my sad little violin or anything. But I actually did take video production in high school for 4 years and was a passion of mine. Made like music videos and all sorts of stuff for my band and other bands back in the day. And, just fun little horror clips of like people dressed up scary, walking through school, scaring the crap out of people. We even did like our own version of SNL in high school called The Friday Show. And eventually that had to get taken off the air because we pushed the envelope a little too far. But yeah, it was a good time. So I enjoyed the editing process. Of course, testing products is awesome. I love smelling delicious scents, but I try to do a different intro every single time. If you guys watch my videos, you'll notice I don't have the same one every single time. I try to really experiment, have fun, different music, but kind of have the same kind of format, but different backgrounds. And I have fun with that kind of stuff, being, experimental and creative like that. So.
Yeah, no, Daniel. There's no giveaway on this live stream today.
I mean, if you want to give something away, cool, dude.
Right,
I didn't one of your T-shirts you worked in since you're so hunky, buddy.
No, speaking of giveaways, I didn't want to get into that realm of giving, trying to do giveaways every time. I did one of my first live stream, and Shake was actually gracious enough to offer a giveaway on my second one. So, but other than that, I may throw them in here and there, but I don't want to get into that vortex of doing one every time. I just want people to be here.
You don't want to set that kind of precedence, man. Yeah. I'm the same way. My first giveaway was for Norrisman a year ago. I just had another one with Rogue Patriot, and then every freaking company in existence was like, sure, we'll help you with your 500. So that was pretty cool. Like the fact that Nicholas from Nicholas Beardworks threw in on that was like shocking me, even though it's kind of his standard line is still pretty freaking high end stuff. So I was like, cool.
Right. So how about family and friends? Are they supportive of what you do?
As a typical woman, my wife wishes I paid more attention to her. So I've been working on being better about that when she is around. I'm not that great at it because I get sucked in to the bearded community. But for the most part, yeah, she's excited about it. My daughter is probably the one who's most excited about it. She loves smelling my beard. She loves the beard products. She always asks if she could have them. She wishes she had a beard. So yeah, she is very supportive. She's going to be 11 in a few weeks here. She's what I refer to her as mini metal. She's my little miniature metalhead. Whenever she's in the car with me, we're listening to Volbeat, Slipknot, Lamb of God. She likes them. So yeah, thank God I didn't get a freaking princess little,
Right.
tutu wearing. Yeah.
Shaggy wants to know, what breweries do you want to try besides the Georgia ones we discussed?
Any one I haven't tried. Let's just put it that way. I've always wanted to try, stuff out of market. Washington has got a lot of great breweries, but I've kind of dabbled in all the local ones, and I'd like to, there's little ones that spring up here and there, which I see it. I'll try to grab it if I can, but there's a lot of stuff from Imprint that I want to try. There's a brewery called Tripping Animals. There's Urban South that I want to try. There's Nightmare Brewery out of New York that I want to try. There's all these great beers, because the cool thing is, and reason why I have a passion for that, and that's what I eventually want to do, is it's so cool everything you can do with beer. Like back in the day, people used to be kind of blinders on. It's like, we have Pilsners, we have these lagers, and we're not screwing around with anything else. And these guys started doing IPAs, and people were like, what the f are you doing? Like, that's not even cool. I think it's awesome. Like all the different nuances you can create around hops, just with hops, right? You could create all these different flavors, and I think that's pretty amazing. But then there's these people doing all these fruited beers. Like in some of my reviews, some of these fruited beers, you pour it out and it looks like freaking juice, man. It looks like, and you go, there's no way in hell, right? And then you taste it and you're like, whoa, this is freaking badass. So
right. You like Amber Ales?
There's one made by the Pike Place called Kilt Lifter. That's really damn good. And there's also one by Red Hook called ESB. That's pretty good from up here. Those are some good ones. I had a red IPA by Nikazi Brewing. That was really good. I've never had any other red IPAs, but that was really good. So,
all right. Well, later, Nate. Have a good one. And Suzanne says, Metal Guy, can we trade bands? What's the heaviest breakdown you can think of? I got one for you.
So when it comes to heavy breakdowns, I think there's literally no one that can touch Meshuggah when it comes to heavy breakdowns. Meshuggah, and I was just listening to the car the other day before I got freaking rear-ended, of course. So I was like, wow, this is really heavy breakdown. But Meshuggah throws down so hard on the breakdowns. I think they have that chug, 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 just like ground shaking. If you had the music all the way up, it would like shake your bones loose kind of breakdown.
Right.
So
I know that the accident you had, I remember you posting about that the person that rear-ended you, actually somebody rear-ended them, right?
Yeah. So what had happened was I was at a stoplight and I'm looking in my rearview mirror going, oh, okay, that lady's slowing down. And I was like, oh, that lady behind her is not slowing down. Shit. And so I looked forward before the collision happened, because you don't want to be looking like this when you get hit. It's going to be bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
The chick was on her phone, of course. I saw that as I'm looking back at her, the car not right behind me, but behind her, and she hit her at about 35 miles per hour. Luckily, she was already braking, so she just nudged me like that. It did shake me like that real quick, but my car got a smudge from that nudge, and the lady behind me was actually on her way to surgery, so I was really worried about her. And I haven't been called as any kind of a witness, so I think they got everything handled as far as that goes. And when I told the police what happened, but yeah, I mean, all it takes is being distracted for a couple seconds, and it can really shit up real quick. So
Metal, how was the reaction of your family when they decided to grow a big beard like your relatives?
So, couple of you guys have heard me talk about this. There is a major trim that is going to happen in January. As per the wife's request, she originally wanted me to trim in November, but I said, let me grow it till after my, right around my birthday, and then I'll get it, we'll get it trimmed up. So we're talking like right around here as far as the major trim going. And she's been a real sport about the whole thing. I mean, and not gonna lie, I love having a long beard. It looks badass. It's kind of like a notch on your belt. But dude, I am constantly, like, when I'm moving around or laying down, I'm pulling it, or I gotta position it just right when I'm putting on deodorant so I don't get deodorant. It's
Right. So, do you ever put it like in a ponytail? Wear it around like that sometimes?
I have never tried that. My wife has been asking me to let her braid it, and I was like,
Right.
no, that'll be bad for the hair. She's like, no, it won't. I'm like, no, it is actually. So I won't let her touch it with, braiding it or any of that kind of stuff, because yeah, I think that's part of it. I just brush it and let it do its thing. And I think that's part of the magic that happens, because I don't try to screw with it too much. I'm not constantly readjusting or brushing or whatever else during the day. I do it in the morning. I do it at night when I put in the other product in. Other than that, what you see is what you get, and it does this. So I've been lucky.
Right.
No maintenance. Not a high maintenance beard for sure.
All right. So when you do your videos and stuff, what's the process? You test the product for a while, then then do you film the review? Then do you wait a minute? Do you wait a little bit before you edit it, or you just get like all done at the same time? Or
So I won't edit them all at the same time. I do them all individually, and I'll do it, say, like the night before I'm going to release them, or even sometimes the day of, because I want to have each one as kind of like, I'm going to do them in a similar way, but I want to feel more creative and not creatively drained each one I do. I feel like not I'm only doing myself as a content creator a disservice by doing that, because I'm just going to be like, oh shit, let's get this done, but I'm also going to do that company a disservice because I'm not going to put as much effort into it. So I try to go into each one fresh. So but I do review most everything on Monday nights when my wife is at work and the kids asleep. I'll spend a few hours filming my reviews, and I just got a ring light, so quality's getting better. I just got to fine tune that because I wasn't used to the light, and I'm like, hey, check this out. Oh wait, you can't see what's in there. Shit.
right, those ring lights can be a little annoying. I got one right here in front of me. So, so as soon as it says take off your shirt over your head must suck. That beard isn't nearly as long as mine. His is not as nearly as long as yours, and it bugs him. So I bet it does suck taking time to take your shirt off. Get that long beard getting in the way.
Yeah, you gotta really pay attention to what you're doing, especially when you're putting on jackets. Which, guys, remember, it is zipper season. Watch your fucking beards, because that's fucking legit, dude. You don't want to zip that shit up there and put a big old fucking tear through your beard. Not to mention that hurt like a son of a gun too.
Let's see. Oh, Billy doing. She had one way. Oh, that's Billy talking about doing a head shaving video. So how do you shave your head? Speaking of which.
So I'll do it every now and then. Like I used to do it on the regular. I'm one of those men who are still going through puberty. Apparently, I do get head acne and shit. So it's not always plausible for me to go in there with a razor, because I'm gonna freaking nick some shit and it's gonna bleed like a freaking pig. Normally I'm going in there with some my Brio Access, and then I'll go in and then shave it down with a razor. But lately I've just been getting it down pretty close to the skin with that Brio Access and calling it a day.
Right.
I'll shave with a razor right here and shit though. But yeah, I usually do that once or twice a week. I'm not really like anal about that. There's enough in life to stress over. I don't need to stress over shaving shit. So.
Right, definitely. Thanks for coming in, Ken. If I missed anybody else, thank you. So
popping in, man.
Yeah. Actually, I lost my train of thought there for a second. All right, what's your future plans for your channel? I know you talked about, you also do the beard product reviews and the beer reviews, and you talked about doing band stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I thought I heard beach bums. Were you gonna do something with beach bums or?
So me and Beach Bums, Derek, we're actually going to be doing a podcast style thing. He hasn't like officially announced it. He's going to be dialing it in, but he's going to be talking about Florida type stuff. I'm going to like chime in on it, and we're also going to be interviewing bands. I've already got a guy that I actually went to high school with, who's in a band still. Master shredder guitarist, him and his vocal. I'm going to interview them for that. He's got a couple guys down there. So we're just going to have some fun, shoot the shit, and just be kind of freestyle with it. Just, yeah, it's definitely going to be uncensored. So if you're easily offended, you probably should. I told him straight up. I was like, yeah, man, I'm not going to hold back at all. If we are doing a podcast style thing, I'm just going to be 100% Steven. And 9 times out of 10, that's probably going to offend somebody. So.
Oh yeah, but Bluegrass has a podcast he just started. He's got 2 episodes on there already. I listened to both of them; they're pretty good. Because the first one he had that ginger dad on there for his
Tevin, right?
Yeah, Tevin. I couldn't think of his name all of a sudden, but yeah, that was a really great podcast, Ken. And if you haven't checked it out, go check out Bluegrass Beard's podcast. I think you'll really enjoy it.
That guy's quality on his channel is freaking redonkulous, dude. He just looks so crispy and good. It pisses me off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, I know. And all that
quality, Ken.
And all that video work he does. I know it's got to take some time to do all that editing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to do some random questions, kind of a quick fire type questions here real quick.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. I think you kind of already answered it before, but what's your favorite band?
If I have to go all time, just because they introduced me to metal, and I know this sounds cliche, but Metallica. Metallica is how I got introduced to metal. I was raised very strict religious household, raised Mormon. My parents were like, never had any of that kind of music in the house. And I went to go stay with my aunt for a couple weeks. And her boyfriend at the time was a huge metalhead. And he's like, you have to listen to this. And I was like, okay. And I sat in a room and listened to everything from Kill 'Em All to Reload from Metallica. And I was changed. It was like a phoenix rising, man. It was like I was a whole new person, and from that moment, I've been a metalhead since I was 12. So,
right. And what's your favorite holiday?
That's a hard one. Definitely, me and my wife love Halloween. We are Halloween people. Our house pretty much has Halloween decorations up all year to some extent. So,
Favorite color?
Favorite color? Well, there's the absence of color, which I love black, but I'm a huge fan of neon green.
I think that I had that on your thumbnail once, didn't I? That's pretty cool. Favorite food?
Mexican, man. I could eat Mexican every day of the week.
Right. All right. Favorite scent profile, or favorite scent in general when it comes to beard products?
Ooh. Damn. Well, I mean, oh yeah is really good. Other than that, I mean, the style of profile, like I do like sweet scents. Like I'm a reformed fat kid, still a fat kid, but not as fat. But I do like my sweet scents. But man, I don't know what it is about somebody putting sweet, tobacco, and oud right next to each other, but it like makes my mouth water. I'm like, so I like that kind of stuff. But I do like my basic bee scents too. Like I'm wearing Pumpkinhead by Scully's today, and I do like that pumpkin spicy, like allspice kind of scent too. So.
All right, how do you like your steak cooked?
Oh, dude, yeah, you got to have the pink. You know, just yeah, like if there's no pink with a little bit of red in the middle, pink, and then the crust, then you're not doing it right.
Right.
Sorry, Dagan. No well done steaks in my fucking house.
And pineapple on pizza?
Hell yes.
Yeah,
Hell yes.
Yeah, right on, right on.
Definitely pineapple on pizza. Hell to the yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and talking about equipment and stuff for reviews and stuff. Brian from Beers and Banjos, he just recently he did a video on this, but he purchased the Final Cut Pro X, and that's like several $100s, and I guess, but you can only use it on a Mac, so it's like
right.
Because that's a really great program, I think. But the other alternative to that program is the Adobe Premiere. Right. But that's a monthly fee versus the Final Cut is a one-time fee. So it's like,
right.
I don't want to spend the money for a Mac,
Damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't, brother. And I mean, I'm using fucking just apps that I've upgraded just recently because I used to fucking just have the freaking little watermark looking like dog shit on there. But I mean, if that's what you're doing, by all means, get your content out and tell you. I just got to the point where I was like, all right, I got to invest in myself. You're starting to gain traction. Get rid of the freaking watermark. Be able to upload in 1080, 60 frames, and get the freaking ring light. So it's it's a slowly thing. So if you're a content creator, work your way up there, man. Like get to a point where you can do that. Like, am I gonna go drop $600 on an editing program? The fuck no. Am I gonna go buy some kind of Canon that freaking jerks me off and wipes my ass for me? No. But will I get a newer camera phone that, I'm using a Galaxy S8 right now? Am I looking to get a new phone? Yeah, sure. Eventually that's in the cards. But yeah, man, I mean, quality's great. And if you can upload in high definition and you have some good lighting, that's great. You don't need to be the next freaking, Spielberg as far as for fucking beard product review. What people want to see is you doing your damn thing, man. That's what they're really tuning in for. You can do all sorts of fucking editing through your goddamn phone, man. Like seriously, there's all sorts of cool shit. Everything I do is through my phone. So if you have questions on how I do certain things or you want help, I'm here to freaking walk you through the process, man. Like just ask. So.
Right, and I actually use this program called Filmora, and it's a free program, but they also have a paid one too, which is a one-time fee, is like $70. So I just went ahead and paid for that. But
yeah, man, like what did I do? I got a Keen Master, which was on discount for the year. It was like $24, and I was like, done, because it was on some kind of crazy sale they were running. I was like, all right, well, shit, sure, okay. And then my intro maker, I think, was like $10 to eliminate all the watermarks and unlock all the different kind of special effects and all that stuff. And I was like, cool. All right. So what are you thinking? Under $40 to update my channel, so to speak. And then I got a ring light, which, was expensive. And it was like $90 for that ring light. But,
Right.
It's just like things in life, dude. You get let's talk about tattoos. If you get a cheap tattoo, it's going to look like shit, right? If you buy a cheap ring light, it's probably going to last you about a couple months and then it's going to shit out on you. Or you could pay, a little bit more and things are going to last a bit longer. That's kind of the way things go, right? So
yeah, I think mine cost about $79 on Amazon, but it had, really good reviews, and so we'll see how it goes.
That's what I was at, and I was like, they were running a sale on it. It was actually discounted at that price at $89, and it was like free shipping. I was like, all right, 20% off and free shipping. Just fucking do it. I was like, bite the bullet, guy. So
speaking of tattoos, do you have any? Since you talked about it,
I currently have 20.
Wow.
Yeah, I got my whole chest done. It's my family's portraits done in skull form. I've got Metallica stars. I've got a sleeve that's all metal themed. I've got a megalodon shark, a squid, Trinity cross, a Grim Reaper right here, tomater on one leg. So yeah, I've got quite a few. I've got plans for a shit ton more, man.
Oh yeah, I'd love to get some more too. I mean, I don't know if you can tell
Oh
that.
yeah.
This was actually my very first tattoo I got while I was in the military. I got a couple of symbols there. And I got.
Oh yeah, you got the Volkswagen and you got the pop print thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got. I don't know if you can tell that
Yeah,
one.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then I've got the squid over here. All right, we'll just take it off. All right, you guys wanted it. I know you did. But here's my shark right here.
That's cool.
And then you got the whole family there, and yeah, man. I mean, my next one I want to get is a head tattoo.
Ooh, I know.
On the top, I'm gonna get a mandala. Because I'm an energies and crystals kind of guy. I'm not the traditional belief system kind of dude. But I want to get a mandala on the top of my head. I like to meditate. I have, my crystals and my gems, my organite that I meditate with, and try to center myself and get in tune with the universe. So
right. And thanks to Zana for that. Actually, I have one on each side of my back too. One that represents my father, who's deceased now, and one that represents my mother too. So.
Oh, very cool, man. That's awesome that you remembered him in that way. That's really cool.
Well, he was really big into pre 1800s reenactment. So he had, he went out camping and had a teepee and dressed in that period of clothing. And he actually had to design because, back then, they had names for themselves, and his name was Thunder Bear.
Okay.
He was kind of a big guy, and when he could project his voice like a drill sergeant. So his voice projected really far. So that became the thunder part, and the bear part because he was just kind of a big guy. And so he made this design where it was like a paw, but there was the claws of a bear, and down here is like the lightning strikes because you can't really put down thunder because thunder didn't really have a visual image really. So he's right. So I got that image that he drew up on my back, and I really couldn't think of anything from my mother, but she just loves Texas flags and American flags and things like that. So I got a Texas flag on my back too. So,
you live in Texas?
Yeah, from Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I've only been through there once. That was a long, long time ago.
Well, Dagan Metal would have just earned your channel $12 in super chats.
Right, for taking my shirt off. If that's the case, then I need to start a fans only page and start super.
Yeah, I definitely need to get another tattoo on this side to correspond with my other side. I feel like I'm off now, so.
Yeah, I've got a really cool idea for another one for my arm by the Grim Reaper. Me and my wife got these done for our anniversary. So this is Ocean Shores by where we got married, done traditional. And then this is our thumbprints blown up and made into a heart. So I have hers and she has mine. So that's her actual thumbprint blown up big size.
Right.
And made into a heart shape. So I know. How sweet. But yeah, I want to do like a skeleton tree, dude. Like the base of the tree's like a rib cage opening, and he's got like some like demon eyes that are glowing inside, and then the branches are made out of bones. I want to do like a tattoo that looks like that to go right next to my Grim Reaper.
All right, Joshua wants to know how far I am from Laredo, Texas. So I just looked that up, and it's like I'm like 434 miles away from Laredo.
Hop, skip, and jump.
Yeah, that's kind of down there close to the Texas-Mexico border. So, of course, in Texas is so big. you can drive from the first 2 points and and still be there a whole day. It take a whole day's worth of driving from the furthest 2 points. So Texas is just so huge.
It is monstrous, man. I drove from El Paso through Texas, and I was like, holy shit.
As soon as I said those are hot tattoos, guys. Still haven't got my first. I want 3. So
we'll get on it. What's stopping you? Just bite the bullet. I mean, after COVID, that is. I'm not going to get any tattoos right now with everything going on.
I know. You just got plunged into it, really.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I mean, with the virus still out there, that's kind of the scarier thing. Like, hey, you don't want an open wound while you're walking around. Probably not a good idea.
And I'll tell you a story about when I first got my first tattoo. Is actually in with AIT, what they call AIT. It's learning learning the job of my role in the military.
Right.
And is that wolf tattoo I showed you? So that's a pretty big detailed tattoo for a first tattoo, and I actually passed out.
Oh shit!
When he was doing the outline of it, then I came to, then he finished it up, and I had no more issues. But
sounds like a really great shop.
Well, he was a former military person too, and of course he's going to rule it. When somebody passes out, you're not supposed to continue. Supposedly, that's what he said. But anyway,
yeah, true.
But anyway, every other tattoo I've gotten out there, that sometimes I feel like I'm passed out, but I don't. But the thing is, with me, overall pain, I can handle pain, pretty good. But it's just when it comes to tattoos, just I guess my nervous system feels it, so to speak. Yeah. And I can feel my body getting a little more rushed and a little more hot. And so as long as I get a good breeze on me, I'm fine. But other than that, I mean, I hurt myself all the time. Cut myself and things like that. And sometimes I don't even know I cut myself. So anyway,
that's the damnedest thing. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. The ones that I would freak out because not even my head I'm super concerned with. I want to get the whole back into my head. Top and back, but is the one on the throat, those throat tattoos.
Oh.
Or that would hurt like a son of a bitch, dude. Because you think just getting flicked in that shit freaking hurts. Oh, fuck.
Right.
I mean, I've never been throat punched. I've thrown some throat punches, but I can imagine just fuck yeah, just One day I'll have to ask Aaron Malibu that guy's freaking covered all over. So
well, you talk about getting a head tattoo. I know that's gotta hurt too on the head though.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but it's only a couple hours of pain for 60 years of enjoyment. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling it right now. I'm gonna live to 96 and
right.
Be the old guy in the nursing home. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get drunk before you get a tattoo either, because then your blood actually gets too thin and starts bleeding.
And the ink doesn't stick in as good. So,
of course, if you're going to a reputable tattoo artist, they're going to realize you're drunk probably and not do your tattoo. So
yeah. So funny story about that. After I got my Tomater tattoo, because I'm a huge Tomater fan, as I said before, I got a little collection going. The tattoo place I was at freaking was like, here, have a shot and smoke a bowl. And back then I partaked in both. So I was like, well, this is going to really help with the pain.
As Susan, what kind of tattoos are you thinking about getting? Let's know that.
I would go tramp stamp.
A lot of people say, your first tattoo, you should go, small just to get the, use of it. But I didn't do that because that one's pretty big. That my first.
You did not give a flying fuck, dude. You're like, nah, passed out halfway through. Let's do this shit.
I know. I was young, dumb, in the military, and so.
Hey, man, say no more, man. Yeah, if you didn't do something in your 20s or your teenage years that you regret or you freaking probably shouldn't have done, then you probably didn't live right. I'm just saying.
All right. So Vata wants to know if I check other reviewers' live streams not to cross paths. You know, it kind of, unfortunately, you know, with so many people doing live streams, and then I hear more people, you know, that are going to start live streams. You know, eventually people are just going to cross paths. But, you know, what I've noticed, I don't think there's anything else going on at 5 o'clock Central, is there? Not that.
No, dude, you were the only one
Yeah.
that I could see, and then a few. Or Tyson's going right now, but you know,
Well,
he's got like a kajillion fucking subscribers. So
yeah, but I don't want to really cut into his live stream either. So we can start wrapping it up. And
well, I see how it is.
No, I'm having a great time. I mean, if people in the chat want to keep going, we'll keep going for a little bit. But
let's see, how do we do this? Yeah, yeah, there we go. We got to get the high five going. All right, you go. Ready, set, go.
There we go.
All right, one more time. Boosh. Well, you always see people do that, and I was like, that's kind of cool how they're like, woo.
Yeah, you know, I noticed that nobody's really doing it at 5 o'clock, so I figured that's a great time to do mine. I know my first one I did with Drew, and it was at 12 Central. But I figured, you know, really not as many people will be on around that time because people will be out doing things. I figured a little bit later at 5 would be better, and of course then of course Tyson starts at 6 Central.
Vato, I do not braid my beard. That is beard abuse. No, I've never done. My wife's asked me a whole bunch of times. You know, maybe right before like I'm gonna go to do the big trim, I'll let her have at it. Shit, I mean, by January, do you think I'll be down to my belt? I think I have a good chance. So,
well, at the rate you grow.
I mean, that's down to my belly. My belly button's right here.
Yeah.
So
you got a good chance of getting there.
Yeah. I just got to keep pouring beer in there. That's the secret, guys. Those malts and hops, they're like Miracle Grow.
Yeah, so that sounds like a pretty good tattoo idea.
What is it? Oh, Zelda? Yeah. I love when people do like cool spins on the video game tattoos. I think that's pretty badass. Like I saw this dude who had like a freaking photorealistic portrait like Master Chief helmet that had like part of it broken. It looked like freaking like it'd been through war. That was badass.
Right, I love skull design. So my skull I'm going to do this forearm is going to be probably a bearded skull. Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that in here. So let's zoom it in there. So there you go. There's my guy. He's got the M Shadow glasses on, the Pantera hat for Dime. He's got his Metallica shirt on with the scary guy and then skulls all over. Got a giant skull back here. And then if you guys see, I got my death bat for Avenged Sevenfold right here. So I like metal just a little bit.
All right, let's wrap this up. And so if I know there's some people in this stream that haven't been commenting, because I got more people that stream than commenting. So if you haven't checked them out, ThatMetalGuy1983, go check them out. His YouTube and Instagram are both the same thing. ThatMetalGuy1983. Check them out and think about subscribing. Getting closer to that 1,000. No, I just actually hit 260 today, so I'm
hell yeah, man! I'm cooking.
I know. If you just keep it that way, I'll be at 500 here pretty quick too. But who knows? I'll probably have a little slump here, and I don't know.
Well, if you want anybody to join in on a live anytime you want to do anything, you just let me know, and I'm down, dude.
All right, sounds good. Let's see. Yeah, Suzanne said, yeah.
Make that 517 now. Woo woo.
All right, so thanks for being on, Steven. Had a really great time.
Anytime, bro.
Let's check everybody out there. Bye, everybody.
Signing off. Keep on rocking and
Yeah.